Another new business that your board of directors approved last year was our new natural gas distribution service, a new business. Well, why would an electric cooperative want to get into the natural gas business? The short answer is natural gas is coming more and more into rural areas, and when that happens, it creates a negative impact on your co-op through revenue erosion. Now, if there's natural gas in an area, customers have the choice of electricity to heat their home, propane, or natural gas. Natural gas is cheaper, and typically people will switch to natural gas, creating revenue erosion for our cooperative. What this chart and map shows is our service territory, and in the red areas, if you can see it, the red there, the smaller circle up in the left-hand corner is the community of Barnesville. Barnesville has wanted natural gas service for decades. Here recently, a few years ago, they finally got natural gas. Xcel Energy and a company called Greater Minnesota Gas teamed up to bring natural gas service to Barnesville for the first time. That larger red circle towards the top of the slide, that's the Cormorant Lake, Pelican Lake area. That area now has natural gas also. Here, just in recent years, Greater Minnesota Gas, who is focused on bringing natural gas to rural areas, brought natural gas to that area, and that has a negative impact on our cooperative. An example of that is one day, one of our staking engineers came in from the field, and he said he'd been up to stake a new line for a new house built on Pelican Lake. And he said prior to natural gas being there, this house would have for sure had two 200 amp electric services, probably three. Now that natural gas is there, one 200 amp service because they're heating their house with natural gas. That's the kind of impact that will have on us over the long haul. The PERM system, been in place for quite a while, but there has been some expansions in recent years. PERM has gas. It goes to the south, and they've recently expanded into the community of Battle Lake. Again, when that area got natural gas, some of our customers switched to natural gas, creating revenue erosion on the electric side. So as your board of directors looked at what was taking place in the industry and in our area, we tried to figure out what was our best option. And what we decided on was to approach Greater Minnesota Gas, who is focused on bringing gas to rural areas. We're the local member-owned electric cooperative, been here 80 years. They're a gas company, a lot of experience in gas. Can we team up and do this together? And that's where we landed. And so last year, for the first time, we got into the natural gas business and helped bring natural gas to the communities of Deer Creek, this blue area on the slide, Deer Creek and Parker's Prairie. Pleased to report we're in the midst of our first year of providing that. It's going well. Your board of directors has recently approved expansions of the natural gas projects here in this year in 2018. Those are represented on the slide in the yellow areas. We're going to go from Parker's Prairie down to the community of Miltona, and we're also going to bring natural gas to Dent for the first time. The board saw this as an opportunity to grow and create a new revenue stream for your cooperative and leveraging our existing capabilities, which is really the key to this. We're already an electric utility. A lot of the things and assets and skill sets we have can be transferred into the natural gas business and do them very cost effectively. So we feel we've taken a threat and turned that into an opportunity. A little bit more on the natural gas projects in terms of how we are bringing natural gas to the communities of Deer Creek, Parker's Prairie, Miltona, and Dent. The key has been this joint effort between Greater Minnesota Gas and Lake Region. On the left half of the screen, just want to point out the red line that runs down kind of the middle. That is a natural gas transmission line, new transmission line, that's owned by Greater Minnesota Gas. They own the transmission that runs to the communities of Deer Creek, Parker's Prairie, and now into Miltona this year. We tap off their transmission line, that red line on the map, as you can see better on the right-hand side of this screen for Dent. The yellow lines, those are the natural gas lines that we own, operate, and maintain. So we're the local entity that takes care of the customers. We own the local distribution system and take care of those customers, much like we do on the electric side as well. The yellow line that runs to the east of Dent runs out to a very large Genio turkey growing facility there. Wanted to show you this slide. To me, this slide is the essence of what a cooperative, a member-owned cooperative is all about. Last summer, on a beautiful day, the board of directors and several of us employees got on a bus to drive around our system to just to look at the different projects that were taking place in our system. The main one being the new natural gas project and the construction that was going on in the middle of last summer. And this is a picture of your board of directors. We set up a stop on the bus trip to meet with one of the customers who were going to be receiving natural gas last fall for the very first time, a good-sized farming operation. And so we have our board of directors there, standing in the yard, talking with members of the co-op who are going to be receiving natural gas for the first time, talking about how they were going to save money, telling the board how it was going to improve their operation. You know, things have changed since 1937, but we're still about helping our members save money and doing everything we can to improve the quality of life for our members and the communities that we serve. There's really some keys to success in this whole natural gas venture I just wanted to mention. The first one is we have been able to leverage our core competencies. We have a lot of good employees. We have a lot of good equipment. We have a headquarters building. We have counting systems. We have billing systems. We have great marketing people, great engineers, et cetera, that run the electric co-op, and we've been able to leverage that into the natural gas business and do it very cost effectively. And just simply using the cooperative philosophy that we've done for 80 years on the electric side and doing it on the gas side, and consumers really like to be able to work with a local co-op who is more focused on serving the customer at the end of the line than just bottom line profits. The other thing that we did, we selected very experienced partners. We weren't in the gas business. We needed help from our partners, the big one being Greater Minnesota Gas. But when we selected a contractor to do the initial install of the natural gas lines, we didn't pick the cheapest. We picked what we felt was the highest quality, both in terms of reliability and safety, and that's been a good decision that we made. The last box on this slide, I just can't say enough about our employees. Can you imagine us going to our employees? We didn't hire anybody new to start this business. We went to our employees and we said, you know, you do billing on electric, can you do billing on gas? Yep. You do accounting on electric, can you do it on gas? And our employees stepped up, learned the gas business, got the appropriate training, did a lot of cross-training, education, in some cases got certified, certain certifications to work on both the electric and gas. And here we are, you know, midway through our first year of the gas business, and things are going well. Just can't say enough about the effort of our employees. And I like to say our employees are committed not only to serving you 24/7, when the power goes out, we're out there serving you, but our employees also are committed to making sure that our co-op is positioned well for the long term as the industry continues to change and evolve. We're changing with it, making your co-op as strong as we can. Well, what does all this natural gas business mean to us? According to our plan that we have put together, the projects last year, the natural gas plant that we've put in the ground, plant in service, if you will, for the Parker's Prairie Deer Creek project was a $1.4 million infrastructure project. This year's project to go to Miltona and Dent is about $1 million here in 2018. By the end of this first full year of business in the natural gas company, we expect to have about 450 customers signed up. When we build that infrastructure out, we think it's about a 3-year process to allow homes and businesses to go through the process of converting their for example, their propane furnace to a gas, natural gas. It just takes time, everything that's involved there to do that. And the great news for the co-op is we think that this natural gas business will create about $250,000 a year of what we call rate benefit. As those employees, for example, work on both electric and gas, the time spent in the gas company, those costs are allocated into the gas company and recovered through the gas rate. They come off the electric into the gas. So that's one level of benefit for ratepayers. The other is, over the long term, we think the natural gas business will earn about a 5 to 7% rate of return that comes back to Lake Region Electric. So really trying to financially strengthen the co-op and position the co-op over the long term.